particular skill is testing for ketones. There's a variety of different ways that you can actually test for ketones. This is a very simple way in which we're actually going to use what's called a urine strip. This particular version actually is called the multi-stick, which means it tests a whole host of different things on one particular strip. So you really kind of need to figure out which particular measurement you're actually taking. So for example, this particular one tests for leukocytes, nitrates, protein, pH, specific gravity. So this would be another way that you could test specific gravity in addition to the clinical refractometer. And then we're going to be testing for ketones. So in this particular bottle, there are a number of strips. So we're going to take just one out, is all we really need. You need to keep a close eye on the bottle just because it actually has your test measurements on here. So this particular strip allows you to measure a number of different things. What we're going to be looking at is we're going to be looking at this third square right here. And so if you look on the particular bottle, the bottle actually gives you a number of kind of different measurements. So what happens here is I'm looking for the ketone area, and these are the different colors that it's going to be kind of ranging from trace all the way through large amounts of ketones. So ideally we want to be kind of as close to this lighter pink color as we possibly can. The closer it is to a red or burgundy color, that's going to be problematic. So what we're going to do is we're going to use that square to kind of give us our particular measurement on here. So what you want to do is that you want to place just enough of the urine on here just to make sure that it gets good and kind of coated on here. So I'm just going to dip this in. Okay. I'm going to pull it out, and on the bottle it gives you kind of the number of seconds that you need to wait in order for each test. So in terms of the ketones, it says 40 seconds. So I'd look on my watch, I would wait to get to that 40-second time frame, and at 40 seconds, I'm going to reach down, I'm going to kind of measure and see where I'm at in my lines for particular ketones. At about the 40-second mark, you can see that I'm still reading would be considered a negative reading, which is okay because right now I just have water in this, so I'm not really going to get a positive reading. But the higher the positive reading for this, the more problematic, the more ketones that are actually produced. And a lot of people would ask, well, what are ketones? Ketones are byproducts of how the muscle gets broken down when it's dealing with significant and high impact and exercise activity. Individuals that are in highly repetitive, highly strenuous activities, especially in conditioning type of drills, will elevate their amount of ketones to dangerous levels. And this is indicated by a condition called rhabdomyolysis, which is life-threatening. So it's a breakdown of the muscles that produce a shutdown of the kidneys that becomes very problematic. So if you look in the news, if you Google rhabdomyolysis, you'll see a lot of individuals that have participated in collegiate athletics that get this condition. They get sent into the emergency room, and this is a pretty substantial and severe either limb or life-threatening type of injury. So you always want to make sure that you're able to kind of appropriately monitor those if you suspect that an athlete has engaged in too much strenuous or rigorous activity.